Check, check. Once again, everybody, we're live here on the scene in Gilbert, Arizona, on Williams Field, just west of Val Vista, where we are witnessed about an hour or so ago, just a little longer, a vehicle versus a motorcycle. We did hear of trauma one, level 1 patients, so the hope is that the person on the motorcycle will be okay. Our thoughts and prayers go to everybody, including the people in the vehicle and the motorcycle. We're Valley-wide news, breaking news and events here across the valley. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And coming soon, our live iOS app and Android. So if you know anybody in the area, please ask them to avoid westbound on Williamsfield. Alternate routes are either north or south on Val Vista. Or if you're coming eastbound, we're seeing a lot of people onlookers. Do us a favor, please be careful. Once again, we've seen near accidents and accidents happen in the opposing lanes of traffic due to onlookers. So if you are driving eastbound on Williamsfield Road, we're asking you to please be careful and slow down as well. The last thing that's needed in a situation like this is a secondary accident. If you know anybody in this area in Gilbert, please share this out. Once again, our thoughts and prayers go out to those involved in this accident. And unfortunately, we're seeing more of these accidents as summer approaches and we're getting warmer weather, more people riding motorcycles. So if you're a driver, be on the lookout, be careful, look out for motorcyclists, be careful when changing lanes. We appreciate you joining us. So everybody, we're going to try and zoom in real quick on the passenger side of the vehicle. As you can see, the entire front part of that passenger vehicle is all smashed in on the passenger side. Down just below that is the motorcycle involved, rider's helmet on the ground. Sorry about that. We're trying to make sure that what you're seeing with the white is not a tarp. Those of you that are concerned about that, thankfully, like we said, we did hear of a level 1 trauma hospital being requested earlier. So our hope is that the rider on the motorcycle will be okay. What you're seeing there on the ground is something white. It's hard for us to make out what it is, but it also looks like a the motorcyclist's clothing, jacket of some kind, as well as the helmet. So in this time when motorcyclists are riding more and more, there's the front tire. Bear with me while I focus. The front tire of the motorcycle, which earlier when we got here was in front of the motorcycle, that had broken off during the crash. Looks like a pretty, honestly, horrific crash due to the damage on the, hang on one second here, on the passenger side of this vehicle. We hope that everybody makes it out okay on the motorcycle, and anybody that might have been in the passenger side of that vehicle because of the extensive damage on the passenger side. If you know anybody in this area, please share this out. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and we're also on Twitter. We're live right now here in Gilbert, just off of Val Vista and Williamsfield. Westbound lanes are currently closed. Westbound lanes are currently closed on Williamsfield. So unfortunately we can't get to all of them, but we just want to mention that there was just a little while ago a motor vehicle accident off of Queen Creek, as well as in Apache Junction, a garbage truck that had caught fire in the back end of it, and all the trash was dumped earlier onto the ground. A number of accidents that we're hearing about today, so if you're out and about, please be aware, as always, of your surroundings. Those of you currently driving eastbound on Williamsfield, we are asking that you try not to onlook as you're passing by. Once again, we've seen accidents happen by onlookers looking at what's going on the westbound side or vice versa. And the last thing we need at this time is a secondary accident coming eastbound on Williamsfield. We can also let you know that alternate routes are north and southbound on Val Vista off of Williamsfield, as westbound lane is currently closed on Williamsfield just after Val Vista, just west of Val Vista on Williamsfield. So if you know anybody in the area, please tell them to avoid Williamsfield going westbound at this time, or choose alternate routes north and south on Val Vista off of Williamsfield. We're Valley-wide news, breaking news and events here and across the valley. Like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate everybody that's recently subscribed over the past 2 months. We haven't been going live as much as we wanted to. However, we're working on changing that. Please share this out. All right, I know we repeat this several times during our live broadcast. However, those of you just joining us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, we're live on Williams Field and Val Vista, westbound lanes on Williams Field currently closed due to a motorcycle that you see there and a vehicle. Vehicle has extensive passenger side damage. Looks like it was pretty much head-on into the passenger side of that vehicle. Our thoughts and prayers are with everyone involved, especially at this time, the motorcycle rider and or riders on the motorcycle. As you can see, an extensive amount of damage on the motorcycle. Off to the right there, what you're seeing is the front wheel of the motorcycle, parts everywhere, motorcycle helmet. We are only seeing one helmet, so we are, assumption, and by the way, we don't have any exact details. We did hear a level 1 trauma about an hour ago when this happened, a little over an hour ago when this happened. Level 1 trauma, which would be the Chandler Trauma Center, Chandler Hospital here, is the closest. So, we're hoping that the motorcycle rider will be okay. Your alternate routes currently are north and south on Val Vista. Eastbound lanes on Williams Field are open. Westbound is currently closed just after Val Vista going west. If you can, avoid the area. If you know anybody in this area headed westbound on Williams Field, let them know to avoid the area while this investigation continues. Valley-wide news, breaking news and events across the valley, currently live right now on the scene in Gilbert, Arizona. And this is exactly some of the things we're talking about. This person's attempting to make a U-turn right in the middle of the shopping center where customers can turn right into the shopping center and they're just looking at the scene. These are the type of things we're talking about and not to do that will cause a secondary accident of somebody trying to turn in to the shopping center. It's best not to stop right in the middle of a U-turn. It will cause a secondary accident. Once again, unfortunately, as the summer begins, we've heard and seen several motorcycle accidents like this with drivers either not paying attention or distracted. I'm sure it's also because of the fact that more motorcycle riders are coming out. But it's best that everybody, while you're driving, be aware of motorcyclists on the left and right of you. Double check your surroundings when you go to pull from one lane to another or into a shopping center. Most definitely do not cross from a secondary or inner lane across to the right lane to attempt to make a right turn. Now, we're not saying that's what happened in this incident. However, just looking at from what we see, and it's our opinion, it's not facts at this time, but it's our opinion. You can see the passenger side of the vehicle is pretty heavily damaged. We are seeing a right blinker. Actually, that's hazard lights. But the thing is, it almost looks like either somebody tried crossing straight across from this shopping center that we're currently in across without double checking both sides of the road, and the motorcyclist was coming westbound on Williams Field and hit and struck the vehicle. That's only an opinion. Once again, we don't have the details, but it is kind of looking that way. So once again, everybody be careful if you're coming on Williamsfield. Try and avoid westbound alternate routes or north or south on Val Vista. Eastbound lanes of Williamsfield are not affected whatsoever. Valleywide News, valleywidenews.com, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Share this out, like and share, and subscribe. We appreciate all your support. Our thoughts and prayers go out to everyone involved in this accident. All right, everybody, about 2 more minutes. We'll be wrapping up the scene here. 2 more minutes, we'll be wrapping up the scene. Just to conclude what we have here. We've said it many a times, but those of you just joining us, motorcycle versus vehicle. This happened a little over an hour ago. We're on Williamsfield, just west of Val Vista. Westbound lanes of Val Vista currently closed. Alternate routes are north and southbound on Val Vista. Eastbound lanes on Williamsfield are not affected at this time. Please avoid onlooker while you're driving in your vehicle. If you happen to see this alert, please be careful driving eastbound. Last thing we need is another accident for onlookers as we're coming eastbound. We've seen several people attempting to make a U-turn in the shopping center, and while doing so, stopping in the middle of a U-turn to see what's going on. It's asked to avoid that at all costs rather. It's extremely dangerous, and we've seen it already 3 or 4 times just while we're on the scene. Once again, Valleywide News, breaking news and events all across the valley, live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, and coming soon. We're working on the final details. Our app is in the store. We're on iOS and Android, Valleywide News. Search it on your app store and download it today. We appreciate everybody's support. Be careful out there and watch out for one another. Looked like we had our mic muted. I hope you heard us. It was probably faint. We're Valleywide News, breaking news and events across the valley. We appreciate you joining us. Be careful out there. Watch out for one another. Those of us on motorcycles and in vehicles. Be careful, everyone. Stay safe.